Hello, and welcome to the Life Organized with Lisa podcast. I'm Lisa Seeley, and organizing is my superpower. I'm a busy mom who has figured out how to do all the things and keep important things from falling through the cracks. And I'm here to give you tips, tricks, and practical advice about how to organize your entire life. You can find my website at www.lisaseeley.com. That's LISASEALEY.com. Today I want to talk about your craft stash. And if you're a crafter, you have one. How do I know? I'm a crafter, and I'm guilty of needing to clean out my stash too. All crafters cringe when you talk about cleaning out their craft stash. If you're like many crafters I know, there is so much clutter in your craft area that you probably have a hard time finding what you need, which leads to you buying multiples of the same thing because you don't know what you have. Here are some tips to get started decluttering your space. Paper items. Paper clutter can quickly take over a craft room, especially if you're into scrapbooking. Take the time to sort through the paper odds and ends in your stash. Ask yourself what you're likely to use, and be honest. Toss out the scraps you thought were too big to throw away. Here's a hint, they aren't. And if you're no longer scrapbooking, give your paper supply to someone who is, or toss it out. Even if you start scrapbooking again, you will probably not want the same things anymore. Pens, markers, paint, and brushes. If you have dried out markers or paint, broken chalk, brushes not washed out properly, non-working pens, or calligraphy tools with broken nibs, get rid of them immediately. There is nothing you can do to salvage any of these items, and it will be easier to find what you're looking for if you get rid of them now. Supplies or tools that you no longer use. There's no shame in walking away from a hobby if it no longer gives you pleasure or you don't have the time to devote to it. If you've had enough of knitting socks or crocheting, consider donating the yarn or other supplies to people who love the craft. Nursing homes are a great choice. Also, get rid of any tool you haven't used in the past 2 years. If you haven't used it, you're not going to. Anything that is broken. It should go without saying, but if it's broken, toss it. That's especially true for anything electrical with worn or frayed cords. Don't risk a fire for the sake of making something someday. Your works in progress. We all have a pile of WIPs, works in progress. Ask yourself if you're ever likely to finish the project. If the answer is no, it needs to go. If it's a half-finished yarn project, consider unraveling it and donating the yarn. If the answer is yes, put it on your to-do list or schedule immediately and start doing it. Your duplicate items. Once you've started the decluttering process, you're likely to find some duplicates from when you bought another because you couldn't find the first one. When you find the original, put the new one in the donate box, or keep the new one and donate the used one. Either way, you only need one. I'm off to start cleaning out my stash. Want to join me? That's it for this week. Thanks for listening. Until next time.